What up, y'all? If you see Gamey, this is gonna be what can you dinos versus Pequeños Pandas. I'm switching the order of these logos. There we go.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
Alright, I got
wow.
refined with me. And then
Yeah.
launched.
It's refined. This is a game between the Pandas B team and I think Dinos B team.
Yeah.
Got a few familiar faces for Pandas
3,
and for
2.
Dinos. I remember I think Jerry was on Dinos last season.
Yeah, he was. And should really not be playing B team.
I'd imagine, yeah, he's I think definitely at like I would say almost a minors level.
Yeah.
Even as a Euro, one of the best European players.
Yeah, for sure.
That TechPros had. No, but overall, should be an interesting start. I again like first I don't know a bit about some players, particularly Money T. That's how you pronounce his name, and whoever Zig is. But
Yeah, I have no idea who either of those people are.
it should be interesting. You know, sometimes true rookies or relatively newer players can sometimes be diamonds in the rough. So
Yeah. We also got Whiskey Jack, the old panda.
yeah, the perennial panda. I've been on plenty of teams with him before. I think, yeah, the last time I was on a team with him was for NFTL.
Nice.
When I drafted him for the team. And Dinos are good looking to cap, but K42 gets the very nice double tap there and prevents
Great
the turn.
snipe by Whiskey.
And put the quick 0.25 on Zig as well. It's not going to get him anything though. I think you pronounce his name Turd.
Yeah.
He gets sniped by Jerry. Very nice move around there.
I'm probably just gonna call him Al Chaperon. That's what I know him as. I captained him back in season 9.
I can call him Al. Well,
Well, we may have another Al coming, unfortunately.
Al Harrington.
Yeah.
It looks like Money T. Whoever Money T is might be a Smurf name, but can't quite get it again. Flaccid trip there, and the blocks in base 2 were just well enough to prevent him from getting in as quickly as he could, as power-ups are about to spawn. We've seen Dinos out twice now, and with 2 good opportunities to cap, and looks like they're gonna have another, as they win all 3 pups, as well as a rolling bomb grab with a tag pro lead. Zig's gonna play rolling bomb on flag tile. I don't know if that was a smart decision, but Bacon gets the solid tag off the regrab, and now it's looking out past 3. Can Whiskey Jack pull it off with K42? And the bombs comes at the right time. Jerry's got the block on Turd. Oh, but Bacon can't quite hold it. But it's a little bit too late for Pandas there, as they're going to easily clean that up. Definitely a consequence of the pups that they've been winning.
Yeah.
As well as Turd having a pretty easy job getting out of base, it seems. Flaccid and Whiskey Jack not quite able to handle his grabs just yet. He's going to take a lap. Whiskey pulls in on him. Flaccid trip can't quite hit Jerry. Maybe should have overreached a little bit also for a better pup positioning. As Pandas are going to look to win. Flaccid's going to win just a rolling bomb, while Bacon is trying to bring it in for Jerry. Whiskey Jack, very nice positioning there. Didn't need to be too scared. Flaccid trip now might have to grab with this rolling bomb. He is going to, and suddenly they're out past 4. If Bacon can't stay. Oh, but he had a very good but there's sack! And it's a cap for Flaccid trip. Brilliant sack by Whiskey Jack there to put the Pandas within 1.
And a great read by Flaccid as well.
And that was a play that was definitely much needed. Bacon just getting out of the portal at the right time, at the right angle. But all it takes is 1 boost to make things go right. And so Pandas with some much needed life early on in this game 1, half 1.
Oof.
1AT, Flaccid trip. Almost got around past 3. Props again are spawning, and as I say this, Bacon already out again, yeah. It seems like Dinos have done a good job getting out. But Turd somehow at the right time hits the bomb and manages to now get K42. Oh, but he can't quite use it properly. Runs into the spike, and now Zig's out past 3. Turds can't stay alive, and that's going to be a cap for Dinos. Money T with a rolling undefused with a grab and a juke juice. Looking like danger for another cap, and it is.
Then they need to defuse.
Jerry now, they're starting to get this regrab chain going. We might need to see some anti being played as Whiskey decides to pull up and do exactly just that. Stop the bleeding while you can, and hope to gain some momentum with another pup round in the near future. Although, kind of not a good grab for Turd there. The blocks in base, Zig and Bacon, they seem to be both doing a pretty good job with blocking. Bacon, of course, having quite a few experience in nLTP, I believe also a little bit in minors, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell you in a sec.
Power-ups again now. Money T gets a tag pro. He's been winning a lot of good pups lately. Pandas finally win 2 of 3, but Money T's coming in for the oh, can't quite. Turd took a little bit of a long route, but ends up being the flag with it. And the Poos is going to pop Money T. Turd still got to stay alive. Oof, and that's going to be a cap. Not the best decision making there with the flag, even though he almost had a potential pass 3.
It's a good thing that your commentary style is so descriptive, because I only just showed the game. Yeah,
I think a lot about I just kind of just say what I just have in my mind at the time. Just
yeah, no, it's good.
All over the place.
No, it's good.
K42 now.
My style is much more suited to like color commentary, or much better play-by-play.
Yeah, that's definitely not my strong suit.
Yeah, Macon played minors season 5 and 6, got 118 majors minutes in season 6.
Yeah, so he's definitely been around the block.
200 majors minutes in season 7.
Yeah, red team definitely, it seems with Bacon and Jerry have a lot of experience between them. Obviously, Whiskey Jack, another player with a lot of experience. Flaccid Trip, this might be his like 3rd or 4th season in nLTP, I don't recall.
Yeah, he's been around. Yeah, I think it's his 3rd.
That would make about enough sense then. Can't really tell about the other players, but it would seem that those are probably the more seasoned vets of the game so far.
Oh, I'm wrong. Flaccid Trip debuted in season 8.
Season 8?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay. So he's been around a little bit longer. He's going to look to grab. Can't quite. Maybe give Whiskey Jack the re-grab. Instead, Zig's been holding this flag for a while. Zig has not gotten out. They're holding for pups, but they really need to get the flag, and K42 can't get either. He does get a tag pro, however. Pandas win the most important pups as the rolling bomb is diffused. Can K42 lead Turd out here? He gets around past 3, past 4. Bacon's all that's left. He just got to go straight, and Whiskey's got to give him a block. Oh, but Whiskey can't give him a block. He wasn't in position.
I think he just missed.
Now he's got to stay alive, and he does. Making Bacon a very dangerous situation there for them, but ends up... and Flaccid Trip just barely hits him. You could tell Turd being very confident with the flag right now, trying to bring it into base any way he can and try to maybe get a nub step or two. Who sends him flying. Jerry can't quite hit K42. That European kind of get into him a little bit. This Turd's playing anti-re. Flaccid Trip's not heading off of a base though, which is what you'd kind of want to be doing if you're playing anti-re on Scorpio. One chaser on Scorpio is generally not a good idea unless you have a Juke Juice. It's just such a big man.
Yeah, and there's so many islands to hide behind.
And Money T again. He's been getting a lot of pups. Looking at the screen, he has 8 pups, and that by far leads any player on either team.
Round to go.
Yeah, Bacon can't quite get past Whiskey Jack as he's going to be forced into a spike thanks to his Juke Juice. Jerry, he almost clips K42. Instead, he might be out if Whiskey holds low. Flaccid's got top. Jerry's just trying to put a move on him. Turd being very patient and base. He might take this bomb though. Just kind of still waiting for the positions to fall back together after that reset. K42 with a possible out. Can't quite hit it. Zig was trying to give a free grab and maybe try to get a quick return on him. Didn't fall for the bait. Money T's gonna get mid. Jerry could be out past everyone here. Turd, thankfully the comms are there and they're able to get ahead. And now Flaccid Trip's tag pro. Oh, I don't think we want to rush this if you're... and as I say that, yeah, Turd returns Money T. Didn't want to rush that for Money T. And all of a sudden now, 30 seconds left. You got a few seconds on this. Can't quite do anything with the tag pro just yet. Could be up past 3. K42 with a good block. Bacon out. Are the blocks there? Is the boost there? That's the question. Neither of them.
I don't really think the issue is that he couldn't do anything with the tag pros. Just everybody grabbed without giving him a chance to lead them.
It's definitely hard too if the team's not quite coordinated.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a 6-1 half for Dino heading into half 2. A lot of pup rounds were won, especially by Money T, especially towards the beginning. And you could tell that overall it seemed like they were getting out a little bit one too many times and ahead of 3 a few times. It seemed like pups were also a major factor in some of the outs that they got.
Yeah, I mean, well, Money T was doing a great job getting out. That's not a rookie. I don't know who it is, but
I can check the draft packet. I will actually do that right now.
But
Yeah,
I
whoever
mean, he was wreaking havoc with that defense, which and Whiskey Jack and Flaccid Chip, that should be really good defense. So,
I think whoever Money T is definitely you could see a lot of confidence in the flag carrying.
yeah,
And so translating that over to this team, I think it's pretty safe to say that, you know, if that team has a lot of experience between them, regardless of what lineup they put in for half two on Origin, it should still be pretty good. And it looks like they're going to Origin now, so Pandas are an Origin team then, and Dinos Radius.
yeah.
So they will get a split. Maybe they can see if Pandas will be able to use their Origin ping to their advantage here.
Unfortunately, the B team isn't quite as Origin heavy as the A team.
Who's on the B team that is particularly fond of Origin?
I think Larson's really good on Origin. Munchlax is DYD or Dishes.
Okay. Yeah.
Is Origin, I believe. But also, if Val Harrington shows up, he's playing from Europe, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. You'd want to put him as close as you could to East as possible.
It'd be interesting to see if Jerry stays in for Origin.
And it looks like they're going to sub him out. Gargantua's in for. Wait, is Gargantua? Oh, he's
Gargantua's
just trolling.
on the Dinos A team. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think he's playing B team.
Yeah, he's got the 10 T-Gasp on A team.
The Garg's definitely a player that could have played minors this season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, sometimes, you know, teams contract, you know, the sizes kind of diminish. Plus, you get older players coming out of the woodwork who are highly rated before they left. So sometimes players like Garg, even if they do want to play minors, sometimes it just happens that there's not enough room, at least at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. I was surprised. He had a really good season last season on defense, and I mean, he's playing offense in nLTP this season, so that's why he didn't get drafted. But what I saw last night, he could play offense in minors.
Yeah. It's like that for certain people, definitely.
Which, yeah, we may have drafted him and then traded him away.
I might have taken a peek at that too when I think that It's Always Sunny video came out.
Oh yeah, that was some of the best content nLTP has ever had. So it looks like an entirely new 4 for Dinos. Interesting. That's
so they have an active B team then.
Yeah. Kepler's been talking a bunch about how active his team is.
I remember there are a few players last season that had particularly active teams, and despite being very good on their own, didn't get a ton of minutes when they played B team because of that. Looking at the draft board, Money T is a player also previously played in Season 10 of nLTP called Sphere Khan.
Ah.
His Tag Pro profile, can't quite pull it up just yet.
Oh, rip. I'm in a pub.
It shows that I'm here right now. It says you left the group, yeah.
All right.
There we go. So Cat Puke has the flag, and he's just going to kind of be patient with it right now. As Munchlax is in for Pandas. Can't quite get around Flaccid. Flaccid did a good job keeping his positioning.
Nice snipe by Omar.
Pubs again coming up in 10 seconds. We'll see what I guess Dinos can do with the pup times now that Money T is gone. Looks like they might win 2 of them, and then they do Tag Pro and a Juke to Case42's Juke, or I'm sorry, Tag Pro. Cat Puke might be out past 2 here. K40 does take out the Juke Juice. He should probably get a little bit closer to the flag though to make sure that there's no possible way he can get in. Smunchlax gets a quick grab, doesn't quite work out, and Cat Puke's Tag Pro is very dangerous here. But fortunately, the return comes. Just so happens that Pandas survived that one right there.
Yeah, it's really impressive that the Dinos can field 2 entire teams of experienced players.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just have a really active B team, and then you can kind of compensate for advantages and weaknesses.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's almost 15 players per team this season.
That's quite high.
So, yeah, everybody has active B teams. Although Pandas only have 5 people right now, so.
Well, Panda's looking to get that Juke Juice, kind of pull off some sort of lead here. As Munchlax could be out past 2, can't get around Cat Puke though. Good positioning by the veteran. Cat Puke now could be out past 3. K42's got to stay alive. He does. He manages to juke Omar, even though he had the Juke Juice. Very nice play there for K42.
Then murders his teammate.
Also, I want to point out, I mean, Flaccid Trip is playing defense right now. Did he play offense previously?
Yeah, he's an offender switching to defense.
Okay.
Because his B team is not actually restricted, but we're just letting him play what he wants to play here.
Okay. Because, yeah, on defense, like, it seems that he's definitely been, like, a little bit overcommitting sometimes. Like, not staying ahead particularly, and sometimes that's cost him. But it seems like when he does have that open space area and he like does have a good sense of where they're going to be without having to overcommit.
2 tag pros for the Pandas now.
Yeah, they do well. 2 tag pros is going to be huge. K42 is going to stay on base. Flaccid Trip's Whiskers had to keep him alive. Instead, he boosts out far. Not very good. Ooh, and yeah, and that's going to be an out for Cat Puke. Very well done, but you have to wonder if maybe the tag pro stayed a little bit closer for the Pandas.
Yeah, agreed. But it was good patience and by Cat Puke. He took the opportunity when it was there.
Yep. Definitely an opportunity. You just have to, when you have the 2 tag pros, you just have to play selflessly for a little bit. Just wait for the right time.
Yeah.
K42 makes 2 good moves around Omar and Dolph, but Omar might have the boost. Can't quite. K42 might take the boost in. Oh, he can't quite though. Dolphin, Omar got there just in time. Whiskey couldn't protect him. Looks like they're gonna get 2 pups again now. So Panda's a little bit better on pups, but they need to use them a bit better. Flaccid Trip should score there, and that's an easy cap for Flaccid Trip, the perennial offender. Munchlax, nice tag pro. Can still get the team out past a few here if some tags come. K42's juice. Certainly not over just yet with 5 minutes to go and some pup timers to spawn. Omar, K42's going to get a brief time with the flag. Looks like Omar does a good job shutting it down. Munchlax does a good job getting out ahead even if he's not accurate. Sometimes just being ahead and slowing them down is good enough to get your partners as close to the opponent as possible. On a map like Scorpio, it's just definitely important to be cutting off like those little choke points in the middle.
Yeah.
Munchlax, nice move past 2. Fance Man looking to get regrab here. Can't quite. Cat Puke has returned. Oh, Munchlax just barely missed. Omar had a brief sense of hesitation there. K42 with the juke, and that's almost a cap. It looks like it's going to be a cap anyways, though, as long as the block is there, and it is. Whiskey Jack now, trying to make it a 3-cap advantage this half. Dolph, almost gets returned there, but Flaccid couldn't quite pull it off. K42 decides not to take the portal just yet.
But
that was almost tragic there. Definitely, that was not what he wanted to do, but thankfully the boost sent Flaccid Trip right in for the tag. I'm definitely talking about that kind of awareness of like what you want to be doing when you see players around the portal.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit more patience from Pandas. I think they could be up, 4-0 right now. Just a little bit more patience. We'll see if that can come to fruition after these pup timers. As Flaccid gets a rolling bomb defused, Omar's looking to win his base. Dolph and Omar fighting for it. Dolph's gonna get it. Cat Puke out, pass 2. Can't quite
Nice
get
solo
42. That's great positioning there. Super well needed if they want to stay in this game. Dolph now with the rolling. Whiskey Jack is gonna kind of send Man out to a good Dolph now. Someone's got to get a grab because this is a walk-in. Oh, but he somehow manages to get double tapped through the boost. Not the best job there. Possibly going through the wall or waiting for that tag pro would have been much safer.
Oh, that's why you don't boost with a rolling bomb.
Yeah, K42 decided. I think we'll see. Got the. If he's just going to stay in that position, maybe expect him to maybe be a little bit too risky. It paid off for Pandas. Dinos with a 3-cap lead, but it's not over quite yet.
Another round of pup spawning.
Oh, looks like Whiskey's gonna get the rolling. Munchlax isn't going for their pup. Omar should probably get it. He's gonna get a juke juice. Fansman, the pup is coming up and he's gonna do a nice job kind of hanging around for that juke juice. If you're Fansman, just kind of stay safe right now. Don't push it too much.
Boost by dishes.
Can't quite get around Flaccid and Whiskey as K42's out. Cat Puke gets a little bit of help from Omar. The return comes, but Flaccid trip and Munchlax bringing in Whiskey Jack now. It's a 2-cap game. Definitely getting closer than possibly was expected. Definitely this lineup for Dinos not quite having the same magic as the 1 in half 1. Let's see if they can tie it up, the Pandas that is, and see if they can maybe force it into an overtime.
Nice snipe by Flaccid there.
Munchlax gets a pass, maybe 3 if he can get around Cat Puke. Can he? He quite can't. And then Whiskey Jack, it was a bit of a hard block to possibly give him. Wasn't able to. Flaccid pass 2. Whiskey Jack kind of hanging around mid, maybe kind of trying to get the return. Can't quite. Fansman. There's a free juke juice over. Munchlax is going to get it. This is a good opportunity if Flaccid's playing anti. Omar's got a rolling. He gets around Flaccid, who can't quite tag him. He's ahead of him, though. Munchlax still looking for something. He tried waiting to see maybe if he could nub him. Couldn't quite. Good opportunity, though. And the chance was certainly well taken.
A minute to go. Down 2 caps for the Pandas. Need to make something happen here.
And it's definitely going to come down to, I think more than from just pups, it's going to come down to proper positioning and possibly some anti-re here.
Ooh,
nice job by
snipe.
Munchlax. That's a huge snipe. That was a pass 3 otherwise. And so, overall, like that tag pro right there, it could be huge. Munchlax is going to get it and bring it to O. Cat Puke, however, Munchlax is going to cut off the choke point. Smart play by Munchlax, but now he's going to use that tag pro before it runs out. 35
Both of
seconds.
the other pups are delayed. Cat Puke
Yeah, only
running.
so much you can do now, and Cat Puke is pretty content with not being too aggressive. And as he sees his base is wide open, K42 though with the rolling, return for Cap's got to come for Pandas right now. Whiskey can't quite get Cat Puke. Munchlax is too far from the flag. It's return for Cap for a brief second for both teams. It does not come.
That's the GG.
And K42 is going to hit the gate.
Not
5 seconds to go.
Twice now.
3.
And it looks like Pequeños Pandas are going to come up a little bit short as a good half, not quite enough to overcome a solid first half for the DNO SB team as they win. I believe it was 6-4.
That's correct.
Yeah, both teams did pretty well on pups overall over the halves. Dinos kind of slacked on getting a lot of important pups of this game compared, but led by Omar and Cat Puke, they're able to do quite enough just to prevent their lead from being overtaken. And it will be interesting too to see if Cap Lord, their captain, will want to do anything with roster changes heading into the pilot game. seeing
Yeah,
as
it'll
one
be-
side, seeing as one side kind of did way better than the other side, and maybe if you want to either keep those lineups and be comfortable giving your teammates the same amount of playing time that way, or if you want to like maybe put half and half.
It'll be interesting to see how much of the lineup switches are because of the server and how much is just rotation.
That too, yes. Origin being a half one is will probably play an impact at least for one player here. And I'm looking at Money T's profile right now from DNO S. On his run, it says he has a 70% win rate.
Wow.
Which is really good. It says he hasn't like had his degrees on for this month so far, so he hasn't like played any pubs recently with stats on. His Tech Pro League page for SphereCon is a bit small. He did have a good season 10 on Clocks and Blocks, which was Horse's team. He had the 72 teenish there, so he's probably one of those really good steal picks where maybe he didn't get a lot of minutes but improved after that season, and now he's here to make an impact.
Well, he certainly played very well in that first half. Looks like he's in again.
Yeah, it looks like Hey Guys too also showed up for DNO, so that's even more players. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself some water.
All right. Aggressive panda? No, that's a cute panda. We've launched for game 2. DNO's taking game 1 6-4. Conniving. Yeah, I could see that.
Three, two, one.
Oh, it feels good to be back. Looks like they just started too.
Yep.
Yeah, hey guys, and Money T in the lineup from half 2 to half 3. Game 1 game 2 half 1 that is. Capuke with an early out. Whiskey Jack and Flaccid, unfortunately, and 3 spikes. Can Munchlax somehow do this? He does! Oh my goodness. Huge power there from Munchlax to sandwich himself between those 2 blockers and just basically say, you know what, team, I'm going to let you off the hook this time. That's a definitely well-needed play, and that's the kind of play that can restore a little bit of confidence for the pain.
Yeah, for sure. That was massive.
Whiskey Jack takes out the boost. Flaccid might have the 2 bombs. Capuke's just going to kind of stay around, just kind of wait for something to happen.
Ooh,
Does
just
get
misses the okay then corner.
And Pup's coming up. What did you call that?
The okay then corner.
Oh jeez.
I don't know if it's really named that. He likes doing that a lot.
I don't really buy into it. Like I know that there's like the tie boost.
Yeah, well, and
There's
there's
the
also
okay
the
then corner.
boost on
I don't really buy into those names.
That's funny because Ty hates those too.
I think the tie one was probably made up superficially though. I think it was maybe Anduin who made that up.
Okay.
Oh, Turd, nice positioning there. Called that out for Money T pretty well. As Pandas have not been able to really get out yet, as this regrab chain for DNO is going to prevent them from being a little bit too aggressive. Although I think what you want to see from Pandas is maybe a little bit of anti-re. And Flaccid definitely
thinking about an interesting bomb snipe. Not gonna work.
But it just pushes him back a little bit. It's not really worth it. 2 bad grabs there. Money T could take advantage of this with a pup as well, and he's going to get both. Cat Puke and him.
Might get the
Looks like
rolling
to get a rolling too. So long as he doesn't spike himself, yeah, this is a good opportunity. Munchlax can't quite get it. That's going to be a cat Dinos.
Making up both this.
Yeah, definitely. Just waiting for Cat Puke to bring it in for bases as well. Yeah, and they do it at the right time, yeah, and he's out past 2. Oh, he took a lap with the boost instead, so kind of killed any possibility of a cap there. We'll see if Turd and Munchlax can get out, though. Money T out again. This offense is doing a lot of work right now for Dinos. And it's not like a ton of crazy boosts either, or pups. They just seem to really be able to kind of coordinate and communicate what they want to happen. As power-ups are spawning now. Turd trying to get the juke juice in. He's going to get it, and Pandas win all 3 jukes. This is a big opportunity for them. That defense should be relatively safe, as Turd does not quite get a rub grab that he wanted. I think he should probably boost here. Yeah, that's a rough. You definitely don't want to fail the rub grab with the juke juice, and maybe just take the boost a little bit safer. The power-ups are going to run out for Pandas, though. Omar and Hey Guys doing a nice job. Omar definitely being much more aggressive in terms of countering Turd's boosts, and Hey Guys is just being very effective in not letting any of them get a rub grab off of him. So that's one of the best combos that can work, is just making sure that one player is consistently near the flag, holding it down, not letting him get a rub grab while the other can take out the boosts. That's what you want to see. That's like a basic defensive formation. And Hey Guys, nice out there for Cat Puke as well. Turd's got to stay alive or get a good block, and he does. He reads that pretty well. Turd can be out past 3 here if Omar can't get him. Instead, Turd's going to have to circle around. Takes the boosts. Oh, he can't quite get past Hey Guys, though. And looks like Money T dies. Omar's got to stay alive, though. Return for Cat, possibly, if there's anti being played. Nice job working around, boosting outside. Trying to hit the top boost, go outside past 3. He does hit that pretty well, but Turd with a nice bomb to counter that. Again, yeah, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like the Dinos offense is having a much easier job just juking around the defense right now for Pandas. There's been a few
cap to show for it, though.
Yeah, there's been a few opportunities in terms of like getting out of base. They've been doing pretty well, but when it comes to making it count afterwards, and that also accounts to, I think, good just OD positioning as well for the Pandas.
Yeah, and they've had a couple close saves.
Oh, nice boost there. Turd can't quite give him a little bit of a boost. Whiskey Jack does a nice job, though, at least trying to get out and not cutting back and wasting some time. Flaccid, nice pull on Money T. Kind of just... He's having a little bit of trouble in terms of boosting right now. I think Dinos are much more comfortable when they're just kind of going around the base and around mid without having to use the jukes, or I'm sorry, the boosts. Just a little bit of trouble in terms of like effectively directing themselves.
Al trying to put some moves on Hey Guys here. Gets to the bomb.
Oh, can't quite. No. And it's spawning Hey Guys. Oh, but somehow they very fortunate kiss there for Pandas. Flaccid could be out. See, he's boosted back past 2. Whiskey's got rolling. He's gonna just spike himself. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
it was. I think he was trying to boost him mid-space.
Munchlax got the nice snipe. Oh, but the bomb unfortunately brings Whiskey all the way back. Can he get around Hey Guys? Maybe go through mid. But the defense runs up on him. That was a very good opportunity there, and you can see that there's a lot of defensive ability, but sometimes it's just after the execution, the finish doesn't quite work out that well for the. And Dino's still just up by 1. Definitely a lot of hold, but not a lot of finish. So we'll see if they can mend that here, or if Pandas are going to play some more lockdown OD. Flaccid, nice job positioning himself after the bomb. Pups are spawning. Money T looking for their base. Flaccid might get it. Instead, he is gonna get it. It was a nice job by Flaccid to kind of wean him off the direction Money T was trying to take. Munchlax now, or DYD. This could be past 3 here. Money T. Oh, it's huge snipe there.
Money T is money.
Still a possible out though for DYD. But he can't quite. And now Turd's got to stay alive and be careful. Ooh, bad bomb by Whiskey Jack there. That's unfortunate, and that's probably going to be a kill. As sandwiched as he was for a second there, Turd would have a really hard time getting the return. Plus Trip can't quite hit Cat Puke. He's got him. Money T being very patient, just kind of waiting for one of the defenders to kind of lose some positioning. Whiskey Jack though again, nice job with the position.
Nice snipe by Flaccid.
Power ups again. Munchlax and Flaccid going for it, nice. So Dino's losing pups a little bit on this map.
Yeah, I think that's the Pandas' 3rd straight pup sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pandas definitely need a little bit more to show from it, but for now, definitely I think them controlling pups is big, especially against a player like Money T, who has 4, which is good, but definitely not the kind of insane numbers he was putting up on score. And it's also important to talk about right now is just how good this Dino's defense has been doing. Because Turd and Munchlax have definitely had a few opportunities, but that defense has not been giving them too many. A lot of prevent for that red side right now. As Omar's gonna get taken out there with Flaccid, nice snipe. Whiskey with the juke juice, and Dino's with 2. Omar's just going to kind of park the bus on defense, not let him get something out of it. Unless a Turd with a nice boost, but getting around Omar is going to be a bit too hard. $20 seconds to go. Let's see.
Ooh.
And it looks like it's going to be a 2-0 game 2, half 1 in favor of Dino.
So, at least much closer than game 1 was following the first half.
Yeah, now we're going to see
8 minutes and 54 seconds of prevent for the Dinos compared to 3:25 for the Pandas.
Definitely huge. That's like super. Regardless of what the offense does on that side, you can't not give credit to the defense there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was really impressive.
I mean, definitely, I think in terms of positioning and not like letting the OD get sandwiched for Pandas. I think there's some work that can be done in terms of allowing the team to cap once they get in your base, but in terms of preventing them from getting out, they've been doing a very good job. And it looks like we're going to go back to Radius, so
yep.
We'll see if Dinos can add to their lead on their home server. we'll see. Looks like Jerry's back in for Dinos, which makes sense. Bacon as well, and Zig. We'll see what they put in as their fourth.
Fancy man.
Let's go have some fun.
We'll see what the Pandas put in as their little 5-person rotation.
I think right now, Turd and oh shit, who's our last guy?
Are you thinking about Munchlax?
Yeah, Turd and Dishes are having a fight to the death to see who goes in for the last half.
I wonder what some other scores around the league are right now. That'd be a good idea. I'm gonna check to see some scores right now.
Yeah,
if you don't want to know these scores, you better mute right now.
I need to update.
I'm gonna spend the next few seconds talking about the scores if I can find them. Oh, there's just one. Okay. Flare BNB versus Balsagna, or it's like lasagna,
Yeah,
balsagna.
Like balls on you.
Oh, okay.
Balls on you.
And for those two B teams, Flare BNB won 10-5 and 5-4. So that game 2 was a little bit close. Looking at the EUs as well, what players were on each team. Balsania had Durf, Griff, and Flare BNB had Victor Messi, Randy Bobandy. Kind of get an idea of what kind of players there were. A player named Carrot Cake had a lot of caps, it seems. Or rather, at least on this one EU that I'm looking at, a lot of caps. They might be a defender though, so. Yeah, they're a defender. They just had a lot of caps in one of those apps.
Looks like Turd won out on that death match for the last spot for Pandas.
Well, there you go.
Alright, we've launched for the final half of the night. It's an old Jado meme, Graham.
What are you looking at?
Graham was asking for an explanation for Panda's name.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
like, I forget who it was. There was somebody.
E.
Yeah. He kept calling it Panda.
If you look closely on the logo for Pequeños Pandas, you can see the E on the panda sombrero.
I'll switch it back for 1 second.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, for people who maybe don't know or weren't around for a lot of nLTP before, I played for Pandas season 7 and 9, my first and third seasons, And then I was basically like honorary player for season 10.
When I played for them.
Oh yeah, that too. You played for them at season 10.
Yep.
And I remember, I think when I played nLTP, I only played for 2 teams, like a total. I played for Pandas and Attack the Block. Those are the only 2 franchises that I played in 4 seasons.
Oh wow.
Turd almost, I'm sorry, K42 almost had a really nice cap over there. Turd looking to, can't quite hit the corner, but Pub's spawning and he's gonna.
Now that I think of it, the only time I've repeated on a franchise was this season, and I immediately got traded away before playing a game.
Oh, who'd you get traded to?
All caps.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, TC Jukes thing. I forget that you got traded. That's crazy. I don't know why they would do that. You can explain some beef that they have, maybe.
Nah, there's no beef. Ron was doing me a favor.
I want you to ask Ron to do me a favor too. I need a favor right now. Turd. Looking to be out. Oh, I can't quite get past Jerry, who very safely chose not to hit the bomb and possibly give him an out, but instead just wait for him to make a little bit of a bad commit. Definitely looking a lot closer right now, and Pandas definitely have more offensive momentum. And if the Pups can hold too, as K42 and Vance both get a juke juice, they're going to both fight for mid as well. Nope, instead it's just going to be K42, and he's going to need another juke for his troubles.
Interesting to see. Wanted to block from Turd back there. It might have been a really good opportunity if you had been able to get that.
Oh, nice. Zig gets the nice snipe. Flacid's got to stay alive if he can't. Jerry can't get around Flacid and Turd. Flacid did a nice enough job not to let him out while letting Turd come in from behind for the tag. Definitely what you have to do. Like when you're ahead on defense and it's like a 1v1 and you're just trying to prevent the other person from getting ahead on you, it's just so important to just make sure that you can just kill some of the time and just have your defensive partner get into a good position. It's definitely not about the solos all the time. Sometimes you just want to be as just kind of in your face as possible, making sure they don't feel comfortable enough to go any farther.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way in my career.
Yeah, I mean, as an offender, that's like, I definitely agree with that. The thing that makes me feel uncomfortable more is just being under pressure. It's not.
Yeah, like you don't need to be necessarily accurate, as long as you're just somewhere in the vicinity of like annoying in a way.
Yeah, and you force mistakes out of offenders as well when you do that. Like.
Class is gonna get a nice return there. And Turd could be out past 4 here if Jerry. He does a very nice job getting to the bomb. Turd, he can't quite hit it correctly. I think that's just a little bit of maybe a mechanics issue where
that was definitely
maybe if he had a little bit more time to think about it, he'd be able to get it.
That was a hittable bomb.
I mean, DNO's still only up by 1 right now. Oh, could be 2 now. Turd has a very good position. Oh, but he can't quite pull it off as Man's gonna bring that in.
It's actually 4 now, so.
Well, in this half, yeah. 2 for this half. 4 in total. Vance just kind of looking to just stay alive, stay around a little bit. Turd decides to grab. Nice bomb there, or boost rather. Oh, but he cut a little bit low too soon. I think he should have just kind of maybe gone straight ahead first.
Yep.
But either way, regardless, DNO's really got out of a jam there. K42 probably gonna win their pup, and he does. Easily defused though by Jerry.
Jerry saying hello to Fancy Man.
Turd just kind of staying around, just being a little bit careful now. He knows that, you know, if they want to come back from this, if they want to put up some caps, you just gotta play really smart now.
Yeah, you gotta make the grabs count.
Oh, Whiskey almost had a really nice block on him. Zigdedis. K42 could be out here. Just kind of be careful, stay ahead. Looks like that's gonna be a cap, yep. That's definitely what I'm talking about in terms of, like, making sure that you're just putting enough momentum for yourself as the flag carrier so that the other team, when they kind of get a little bit of momentum too, they're too far away from you to make it count. I think if Turd had done that a little bit earlier when he was out past 3,
Yeah, I agree.
I think we could have been talking about a 2-cap game right now. But we still got the opportunity as Whiskey as a tag pro. Jerry gets the rolling force. The Fancy Man still has the rolling bomb in place. Whiskey's going to kind of stay a little bit back. Nice 0.25 for Whiskey there. Turd can grab if he's out, but he can't. A rough there for Turd. Looks like he's had a little bit of trouble this game in terms of, like, being accurate with, like, his positioning and wanting to grab a flag. Wow, Jerry with a huge cap there on the 2v3 block somehow manages to pull it off. And that right there was possibly cap of the night.
I think that's probably the dagger as well.
Yeah, a 4-cap lead once more. Jerry just showing off those veteran moves. Regardless of if you're on Origin or Radius, it doesn't matter, because when you have a player with so much experience like Jerry, it's like that ping is just so mitigated in terms of what he can bring off with his just actual skill.
True, although we don't actually know if it's regardless of Radius or Origin, because he's only played on Radius.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think he has played Origin before in the past, though.
Okay. Yeah, well, and he had to
think-
play Sphere in the playoffs last season, which...
Is that why they lost? I don't remember very clearly.
As I remember, he played alright. It's just...
I'm sure he did. Like, I mean, I also can't relate when I play on Cord and when I play on, what is it? The other... Orbit, yeah, like, there's like maybe a 20 ping difference, but, like, I guess for a player who already has, like, such a far ping difference, it's like, it's gonna matter a little bit more.
Making Bacon winning that Cheek Juice 1v2.
Turd gets a nice snipe on Fancy Man. Kind of saw that coming a mile away, too.
Yeah. Well, you called the snipe before he landed it.
I mean, sometimes you just know. In the
Well,
business,
yeah, I mean-
sometimes it's... you can call me Tony Romo, honestly. I'm the Tony Romo of Tag Pro. Old and washed up, but still knows a thing or two.
I dig it. Old and washed up, he says. The reigning Looper Bowl champion.
This particular nLTP season hasn't been particularly kind to me just yet.
Well, you're not free on Mondays, right?
Yeah, and some more stuff about at least in terms of what I'm going to be doing this season is going to kind of come out into the public a little bit, maybe possibly tonight, but
Gotcha.
overall, maybe not washed up, just a little bit old. Whiskey looking to get that Tag Pro. Bacon's going to get it. And Turd with his Juke Juice, maybe try to get a rub grab here, just last second dash effort. Can't quite. Bacon gets the solid grab. Flag return. Fancy Man, nice position there. Turd, it's
Almost
maybe sandwich
certainly
block
another.
it. Can he?
Oh.
Couldn't quite hold on to it just enough.
Wow.
And just like that.
Yeah, if that wasn't the dagger before, that one is. I'm going to call this
3,
one
2,
Dinos
six-
Sweet
1.
Pandas.
6-1 on Pilot.
Yeah, 6-1 and 6-1.
Yeah, and I
Sorry,
think
6-4 and 6-1.
yeah, I think that definitely some of the standout plays in terms of Dinos was definitely pub getting, especially in the first and last halves. And overall, I feel like, I mean, you can talk a lot about how many cool caps that Dinos had, and at least in terms of like defense, how well Pandas did in terms of their OD. But definitely, unsung hero was definitely the defense for Dinos. Players like Hey Guys, and you could say, who was their other defender? Omar, yeah, Omar, who's right now in the group. Definitely were very solid.
Yeah, they played extremely well. It was impressive. The Dinos B team has made the booper in each of the last 2 seasons. I'd say that's definitely a booper contending team.
Wait, the Dinos were in season 12?
Yeah, well, they've lost defender the last 2 seasons.
I thought Dinos was a franchise that started in season 13.
Oh, you're right. Maybe it was a Cap Mob B team. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make that probably is
But
right.
Cap Lord's B team has been in the final.
That's the underlying theme.
Yeah.
Well, it was a fun one to commentate with you, Amy.
Thank you.
And wishing Pandas and B teams the best this season. Maybe I can be back to commentate a little bit more next week. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be dope. It'd be nice to, like I said, like old days. Amy and refine
Exactly.
on commentary for the Pandas. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's a sweep for the Dinos, 6-4, 6-1. We'll see y'all next time. I've been joined by Refined.
Yep. So long.